everyone, and welcome to another kind of Ask V series. This is where I sort of collect questions from you guys, and I think I'm going to do them like once a month or so and then answer them in a video, because I get questions asked on Facebook and on Twitter and on YouTube and that kind of thing, and I do my best to get back to everyone, but sometimes I don't really have a chance, so it's nice to be able to get back to you and to kind of just chit chat to you, and they're about any subject, so feel free to ask away. But the first question is, what's your star sign or your zodiac sign? So my star sign is Scorpio. My birthday is on the 24th of October, and I have always felt that I wasn't the traditional Scorpio, but I think that was just me being in denial, because I feel like whenever you read things about Scorpio, it always says really horrible things like vindictive and bears grudges, and just, I don't know, I just feel like they always write not very nice things, which doesn't make me feel particularly good about it. But I then kind of realised that it was probably quite true, and I'm not vindictive, but I do bear grudges. I'm very, very, very stubborn, and I think I'm a little bit more Scorpion than I'd like to admit. My boyfriend is Scorpion as well, or Scorpio, why am I saying Scorpion? Is Scorpio, and his birthday is 3 days after mine, so we've kind of got a shared birthday thing. But then the second one is, have you got any tips on managing money? Now this is a really good question. I am very careful with money because I need to be. If I never had to be careful with money, I think I would probably still be careful with money, because it's kind of a personality thing. I hate wasting things. I hate even things like wasting food. I just really think it's important to just kind of try and be as careful as you can. Obviously, like, I'm not a cheapskate, and I do spend more than I should on things that I don't need, like beauty products for example, but generally I'm quite good with money. And the kind of key things to remember is to really look at your finances. So when you've got the money in your bank, look at what you need. So write down, the rent money you need, the food money that you need, the petrol money that you need, if you've got children, the childcare money that you need. Really make sure you know exactly how much you need and where it's going, and monitor your bank balance. That's what I do. I check my bank every few days. I do it online banking. Make sure that the money's going where it needs to go, how much I've got left, and I try and kind of treat myself a little bit at the beginning of the month. So I'll buy myself something nice, and then any left over towards the end of the month then gets used to kind of really treat myself, because I hate to kind of treat yourself at the beginning of the month and then you've got no money towards the end of the month. And I always try and make sure that we put a little bit of money away for savings. I think a big part of why I'm quite good at managing money though is because my boyfriend is terrible at it, and it's alright, he doesn't watch my videos, so he's not going to know that I'm saying this, but he is awful with money. He just spends, and he can't save, and money evaporates in his hands and just goes on silly things. I'm not like that. I am careful, and I have to be, because I have to be for two people, otherwise I think we'd end up homeless. But yeah, so that's my tips on managing money. The third question is a big question, and it's, how do you know when you're in love? And I think anyone that's ever been in love is going to kind of agree with me, but it's the classic cliche answer of, when you know, you just know. There's no way to explain it, and you will just know. And I am quite a romantic person at heart. I'm quite tough, but kind of like with relationshipy things, I am quite a romantic person, and I definitely have kind of been in relationships before where I knew that I wasn't in love with them, and that's fine. You don't have to be in love with everyone that you're with, but when you're really in love with somebody, you'll know. You'll just get this feeling, and you'll know, and there's no other way to describe it. I know that's kind of like a really cliche, really unhelpful answer, but you will know when you're in love. There's no other way to describe it. Then question number 4 is, how can I use foundation if I have oily skin because it always gives me spots? Help. This was someone on Twitter that asked me this, and the key for wearing foundation when you've got very oily skin is making sure you get the right formula. So make sure you're buying something that's oil free. That's super important. Don't buy anything that claims to be moisturising or that adds a glow to your skin or that kind of thing. Make sure you get something that has the word matte in it, and make sure that it's a foundation that's oil free. They're the two key things. And then another thing you want to remember is, I feel like kind of higher end brands will tend to kind of have better ingredients in their foundation. So if you buy a really cheap foundation from like Natural Collection or somewhere like that, I feel like they're great for sort of things like lipsticks and blushes and those types of things, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying a foundation from a brand like that, because I feel like maybe the ingredients won't be as good as they could be and won't kind of be as pure as they could be. So I think it's kind of quite important to try and monitor that and make sure you look, as I said, for things that have the word matte in them and that offer kind of the coverage that you need. So if you have got acne, then make sure that you buy something that's going to cover it, but also make sure that you kind of let your skin breathe. I try, and if I'm not going anywhere and I'm not filming anything, then I try and kind of not wear any makeup and let my skin breathe. I think that's really important. And then the last question, I'm going to do 5 questions in each video just because the last time I did it was really a long video. It was like a 20-minute video, and I thought that it might be a little bit off-putting. So the last question is from someone who actually emailed me asking this, and they said, no offense, but you're not like most beauty gurus. You don't wear much makeup or edit your videos with music or do hauls all the time. What's that about? Now, I'm not sure if this person meant it in kind of a nice way or a not nice way, but yeah, I am probably not like most gurus, but I don't think that, you know, everyone has to be the same anyway. And with the 3 kind of subjects that were brought up there, I think that it's important to, I'm getting really hot in here, I've got the heater on and I'm hot. It's important to be able to kind of make sure that you're staying true to yourself. So I won't do things that I don't like. So for example, and this is just a personal choice of mine, I don't particularly like when videos have music at the beginning of them. I don't know what it is, but it just bugs me when I open a video and music comes on. I straight away have to turn it down, and I just don't like it. I don't know what it is, it just bugs me. And so I don't want to put music in my videos because I don't like that, and maybe other people might like it, but at the end of the day, kind of, it's my channel and it's my videos, and I don't like doing that. So yeah, that's kind of selfish of me, but I don't know, that's that. The other reason is, why don't you do hauls all the time? I am not really a person who does massive shopping sprees, so I buy little and often, and then I forget. So I'll buy, you know, a lipstick here, a foundation here, a pair of jeans here, some shoes, a top, but they won't all be at the same time, so it won't occur to me to put them all in a haul. And I don't particularly like watching hauls either. So even with my favourite kind of people that I watch, I don't tend to always watch hauls. I just find them a little bit boring because I just feel like they're not informative, they're not kind of giving me anything, I'm not getting anything out of it. So I don't really like watching hauls for that particular reason. So I don't tend to kind of film them. And then the other thing is, you don't wear a lot of makeup. I think that's just because that's what I like, that's my style. I don't like having tons and tons of makeup on. I don't like looking like I've got tons of makeup on. I believe makeup should just kind of enhance your natural features and enhance your natural beauty, but be natural. And you can kind of, you know, wear a bright lip and that kind of thing, which I do quite often, but I just don't like, you know, the whole really heavy false eyelashes and eyeliner and makeup and tons of contour and a bright lip and that kind of thing that I know a lot of gurus do for their videos, because they are very kind of makeup focused. And another thing you need to remember is that the kind of makeup that I'm wearing right now in person looks a lot stronger than what it does on camera. Camera swallows makeup up. You have to put a lot of makeup on for it to look like you're wearing a fair amount of makeup when you're on camera. So if you saw me in person, maybe it would look a little bit different. But yeah, I don't wear tons of makeup. Even in my personal life, most of my friends tend to kind of wear more makeup than I do, and I think it's just because of the way I apply it. I like it to look natural, and I'll wear, you know, every day I wear foundation, concealer, powder, I fill in my brows, I wear bronzer, I do a contour, I wear blush, highlighter, lip liner, lipstick, eyeshadow, an eye primer, mascara. So I do wear everything. It's just I do it in a way for it to not look like I'm wearing tons of makeup, because it's just what I prefer. I prefer to kind of just look a little bit more natural. But yeah, those are my top questions. If you have got any questions that you'd like to see in next month's video, then definitely put them in the comments below, and I'll try and feature your questions in the video. And yeah, if you've got any other things that you'd like to know and that kind of thing, obviously within reason, you'd be very, very shocked at some of the things that we get asked here, then definitely put those in the comments below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.